want to start out by asking a question of our married couples across our campuses. Show of hands, how many of you at one point in your marriage and trying to do something sweet for your spouse, things backfired on you? Show of hands. Yeah, some of your hands are up now because you got an elbow in the side from your spouse. For Holly and I, this was really early on in our marriage, shortly after the honeymoon. I had beat her home to the apartment after work, and I had this grand plan to throw on this really romantic dinner for us. All right, so I had the perfectly curated playlist of 90s soft rock slow jams, and I had pulled the fine china out of the cabinets, you know, those plates that you get in your wedding day that you're only gonna eat off like 3 times ever in your life, right? And with all of that, like, I'm in a great spot. However, Holly would tell you, if you were to ask her, like, what is Bryson's fatal flaw? She would say that I am, in her words, the most impatient person in the world. Which I don't know about that. I know I definitely don't like to wait for things. So let's just take her word in it and let's mix that fatal flaw with the reality that at the time we were 2 broke newlyweds right out of college. You mix that together, and completing the ensemble for this romantic dinner was the fine dining experience of leftovers that Holly had made the night before, heated up in the microwave. And it's great, right? I just plug it right in the microwave, comes out, set the table, fantastic. I'm feeling like husband of the year material in this moment. However, there were many life lessons that 22-year-old Bryson still had to learn. One of those being that leftovers wrapped in tinfoil and microwave do not go well together. Yeah, you can imagine Holly's face as she walked in like, hey, honey, how was your day? What is going on, right? And there's sparks, and our microwave is not at all sounding like a microwave. And it was great. She stepped in. She saved the day. We ended up ordering pizza. I'm only allowed to fix cereal from now on. Life goes on, right? But here's the deal. On this day, as I almost burned down our apartment, I think there's something deep within me that is revealed that is shared in so many of our hearts, and it's this: we want things instantly, don't we? Like, if we are anything as a culture, we're definitely not patient, right? Much like my cooking skills, if we can microwave something, we're gonna try it. Whether it's fast food drive-thrus or online shopping with same-day delivery, or remember this thing called going to the movies? And now we just have remotes and streaming on our TV. We have these powerful supercomputers in our hands in the form of cell phones. And yet, at the same time, they send us just so many random and mind-numbing Instagram reels and TikTok videos that just kill our attention span. You know, the other day, in a world where I think, the average reel is 10 to 20 seconds long, I had a friend send me almost a 5-minute Instagram reel. And I had this response in like the depths of my soul that I can't describe in any other words than, who's got time to watch that? I'm not proud of it, but that's how I responded. Like, I read recently too that attention spans for the average Americans only clock in at about 8 seconds now. That's down 4 seconds from 25 years ago, and we are officially lower on the attention span list than goldfish. Yeah, swimming around and running into glass all day, and yet better attention spans than us. We as a culture, we hate waiting. And yet, I think the primary reason that we hate waiting is because all too often our expectations for how things are going to go suddenly collide with the reality of how life truly is, and it leaves us in this frustrating place, right? And here's the deal, the sobering reality is we're gonna end up waiting in some capacity or shape or form for the majority of our lives, right? Waiting in lines, waiting in traffic, waiting on hold on the phone with that stupid jingle playing over and over again, right? Or waiting in the pain, in the suffering, in the wondering when this difficult season is going to pass. Or seeing our loved ones struggling and waiting in the same kind of pain.